Rain splashed against the cafe windows, blurring the city lights outside, while inside, the soft hum of conversations and clinking of coffee cups created a cocoon of warmth. Amelia sat alone at a corner table, her wheelchair tucked in neatly beneath her. She watched the world pass by through glass and reflections. But today, the world felt impossibly distant. It had been 6 months since the accident. 6 months of learning to live inside a body that no longer obeyed her. 6 months of trying not to feel invisible. She sipped her coffee slowly, tasting only bitterness, not comfort. Around her, people laughed, tapped away on laptops, and waved to friends, oblivious to the storm of despair quietly raging within her. Amelia's mind wandered to the life she once had, running through crowded streets, taking spontaneous trips, even dancing without a care. All gone. Now, she felt trapped not only in her body but in a bubble of loneliness that no one seemed willing to pierce. The bell above the door chimed, and Amelia's gaze lifted. A woman hustled in, holding the hand of a little girl with pigtails and bright, curious eyes. Behind them, a man in a tailored suit followed, a tall, commanding presence, but there was a softness in his gaze as he watched the girl. The little girl darted ahead, her tiny shoes tapping against the wooden floor. Before freezing when she noticed Amelia staring at her, she tilted her head, a small frown of concern forming on her face. "Hi," the girl said, stepping closer, her voice innocent yet fearless. "Are you okay?" Amelia blinked, caught off guard. Her first instinct was to look away, to retreat. But there was something in the girl's honesty, a purity of concern, that made her linger. I'm fine," she murmured. Though her voice lacked conviction, the girl frowned again, and tugged lightly on the man's sleeve. "She doesn't look fine," she said. The man followed her gaze, and his eyes landed on Amelia. For a moment, he just looked hand. Then, something shifted. He approached slowly, bending slightly so he was at Amelia's eye level. "Hi, I'm Michael," he said softly. "And this is Lily." Amelia hesitated, unsure what to say. She had grown so used to people ignoring her, avoiding the awkwardness of her paralysis, that genuine kindness felt foreign. Yet there was no hesitation in their eyes, no pity, only presence. Michael pulled a chair close to Amelia, but not in a condescending way. "Mind if we join you?" he asked. Amelia shook her head, unsure if she could trust this sudden warmth. Lily, however, simply plopped down beside her, swinging her legs. "I like your wheelchair," she said, eyes wide. "It's like a rocket ship." A laugh, small but genuine, escaped Amelia. She hadn't laughed like that in months. They began to talk. At first it was small talk, the weather, the café's chocolate croissants, but soon Michael's questions became more personal, not intrusive, but caring. He listened. He didn't rush. He didn't look away. And Lily, with her simple yet profound observations, made Amelia feel seen again. Over the next hour, the café transformed from a place of isolation to a sanctuary of connection. Michael shared stories about his company and the challenges of being a father and a CEO, while Lily peppered the conversation with spontaneous, heartfelt questions. "Do you ever feel lonely?" she asked suddenly. Amelia's throat tightened, and she nodded, surprised by how icily the words came. "Yes, I feel invisible a lot." Michael reached across the table and placed a hand gently over hers. "You're not invisible," he said. "Not to me, not to Lily." That small gesture, simple and unassuming, cracked open something inside Amelia, a sense of hope she thought had been lost forever. Tears pricked her eyes, and for the first time in months, she allowed herself to feel vulnerable without fear. The afternoon passed quickly, and as the rain outside softened to a drizzle, Michael and Lily stood to leave. "Can we see you again?" Lily asked, clutching Amelia's hand. "I like talking to you." Amelia nodded, smiling through the tears. "I'd like that." As they walked out, Michael turned back for one last look. "You're stronger than you know," he said quietly, almost to himself. But Amelia heard him, and something shifted inside her. She realized strength wasn't always about running, or dancing, or moving. Sometimes, strength was about surviving the darkness, allowing others in, and finding connection where you least expect it. That day, Amelia left the cafe not just with a lighter heart but with a renewed belief in humanity, in kindness, and in the unexpected ways life can surprise you. The world, once a place of isolation, now held the promise of friendship, laughter, and the courage to hope again. And in that promise, she found a new beginning, a life, not defined by what